Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've even looked on this channel. Um, I, Cassie, Cassie's calling me out on my BS. I haven't even touched it because I haven't had anything to put up. This is Cassie. Has Cassie ever been on screen? I don't remember. Yeah, I haven't had anything to post. That doesn't mean I haven't been working on stuff. It's just that I've been working on stuff. With my last, I think I only ever put out like 2 videos. I drew people, and I was actually really kind of proud of those people and the anatomy that I was able to accomplish with them. But it kind of made me realize that I don't understand anatomy at all, and any of the anatomy classes I took in school didn't really cover what I feel like an artist should know. So I've kind of been on an artistic journey of sorts. I decided to take it upon myself to start really studying anatomy, and like, when I say really studying, I mean in-depth studying anatomy, so that I can draw figures that I'm proud of and I'm happy with. It's not that I'm not proud of my other work, I just realized that I'm relying a lot on photo references and other artist examples to figure out what's going on, but it's like really badly cheating your way through a math test. Like, you're not helping yourself and you're not learning anything, and it's not worth it. So I decided to start studying anatomy on my own, and that's what I've been doing these past couple months, is really studying anatomy. I'd like to show you kind of what I've been working on, and I did record some of it. I started this thing where I was recording myself every day. I was basically daily vlogging for myself. Kind of like a journal, because I don't really like to take the time to sit down and write stuff, especially after it's happened. So I started carrying my camera around and recording little bits and pieces of my life, and a huge chunk of that was me sitting at my desk working, and I was recording what I was working on. But it just, I guess like someone might find that interesting, but I even didn't really find it interesting. Like, I'm just sitting there like trying to figure stuff out, and you know, drawing and redrawing and redrawing and redrawing. Like, I get now why people edit their art videos so much. I didn't get it before. I used to think you should show every single step. Like, I want to know how you got there. But now I get it. It's because it's like boring. So I thought about posting that for a while, but then I was like, nah. Yeah, so I want to show you guys kind of what I've been working on. Okay, so this is my anatomy book. It's just one of those like moleskin. What the is moleskin? What is moleskin? It always freaked me out. And then I was like, it's paper, not real moleskin. Yeah, so it's just a book that I am using to work through a bunch of stuff. It's kind of sloppy. I originally intended it to be really neat and organized and informative. And then as time went on, I just had to start jotting down like quick notes. So eventually I will transfer all of this into another moleskin notebook and have it neat and organized. All right, so this is my anatomy book. And yeah, let's just look at it. I always look so like blue and pale. I mean, I'm pretty pale, but like I look blue with this. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I tried to organize it in the beginning with like a table of contents and stuff like that, but that only lasted to page 9. Yeah, I've just been going through, I was breaking it down by body part, which I still am, I guess, but like neck muscles, and then I can't say any of the muscles, which is a problem, but you know, what you gonna do. The sternocleidomastoid, I just call it the sternoburnomastoid. And it's really fun when you learn about this stuff because you look at art and you're like, I get it now. Even like cartoons and stuff like that, like you look at it and you're like, that's why that line's there. And that's exactly what I wanted to learn. Like, even if I'm doing simplified art, what is this line? Why is it there? What is it representing? You know, and like, now I know so I can better replicate it myself. So this was like back muscles. I did a bunch of different views. This is my favorite thing that I drew in this book. I think it looks cool, except for the color. Got really like smudgy, but that's okay. Deltoids. I mean, really, really basic. I'm not going to dwell on anything because what's the point, right? Really basic stuff. And I think that it has already helped with art that I've done. I haven't like sat down and drawn anything, like a full illustration, but that's definitely going to change very soon. So at this point I was doing all of this sort of with an app. I was looking at the app that breaks down all the muscles. It's not an art app. It's more like a, oh, no. This one is a Anatomy for Artists, I think it's called. But it's got all the muscles. It's not just the muscles that, you want to know for art. It's got all the muscles, so you kind of have to pick and choose which ones are important. So I was doing this on my own to start. Then I started, I bought the Proco complete pack with all the anatomy and the figure drawing and portraits. And so I would watch the anatomy videos and like jot down notes. And then I didn't really like how that was going because it wasn't very, I don't know, I feel like between Proco and New Masters Academy, which is the other one I use, which I really like that, Proco sort of shows you how to draw it. Here's how you make it 3D. Here's the spine. Here's the sacrum, and this is the 3D, 3/4 view of it and stuff like that. But I didn't feel like I was learning what. Like, well, what is it? What goes on top of that? What is this? What is that? So I switched over to New Masters Academy, and I still use Proco. I use them both interchangeably. I switched over to New Masters, and I feel like that's been going a lot better. So, like here, shoulder/upper arm, New Masters beginning notes. So I would watch the video and just jot down notes. And from those notes, I would then go and sort of do like a cleaned up version of the note. So it's the shoulder and the upper arm. And then I would have the muscle, the origin, the insertion, and the function. I've kind of like let go of putting the function in. I mean, it's important, but it also, there's so many muscles and there's already so much to remember. Like you can kind of guess what the what the function is depending on the part of the body. But yeah, bicep, it's got the short head, it's got the long head, different origins. They both are one muscle, so they insert at the same place. And it's really, I think for any artist, it's really important to know this stuff. Like origin and insertion, if you're going to be drawing people, it's important because it helps you build a better person because you're going off of reality. I mean, in all of my other drawings, like I was kind of just like a doll. Like there'd be a socket for a shoulder and I'd just pop an arm in there and then, can do like move and stuff like that. But it looked very much like I drew an arm that's just like mashed up against the shoulder area or, and it just didn't, I don't like it. Like I want to know, I don't want them to just be here. I want to know how they attach, what comes up here and what's down here and wraps around and blah, 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 and attaches so that I can draw that. Does that make any sense? But I just want to draw better. So here, you know, like forearm, legs, rapid fire notes. So this is when I'm watching the video again, and then I'm breaking it down into a cleaner form. I know this doesn't seem like months worth of work, but it is, unfortunately, because this is the last page, and this I was just working on yesterday, which is the legs and the muscles of the legs and stuff like that. I do have other stuff. At one point I just like didn't want to put it in this because I wanted the notes to be neater, but then I forgot that I already put all those like scratchy notes everywhere. But so I started putting them on paper, and it's the same exact thing, only this time I'm putting things into groups and breaking it down more. This is all about the muscles of the forearm. You got the extensors and the flexors. There's 4 in each, and it's really funny because they actually do the same thing on each side of your arm, which you can't really see what I'm talking about, but that's okay. It's really fascinating that the extensors and the flexors they almost look exactly the same on the front and back of your arm. And look, you see that little, like, that's anatomy. That's stuff that you would draw, like this bone right here. If not, it would just look like a blob, you know. This line here. It's all fascinating stuff. I did the same thing for the upper arm. This is the beginning notes where I was just trying to break it down and like color code what was going on. Then I started drawing it, trying to figure out where things fit. Stuff like this is probably like, I mean, this isn't the best drawing in the world, but I have a better understanding of what's going on. And I think that's really important. And that's basically been what I've been working on. If you're thinking to yourself, why am I suddenly looking down on her? It's because I didn't want to reset up my camera because I'm lazy. My mom got me this really awesome tripod for a birthday Christmas present, and it lets me shoot videos like, you know, like flat, which I still haven't figured out with my slanted board because it kind of like, they distort. Okay. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. That's why I've been gone. Like I said, I definitely want to put more videos out. I really enjoy the process of recording and then editing a video. That's a sort of fun I haven't had in a really long time, and I kind of forgot that things could be that creatively rewarding. But yeah, I am continuing to work on my art. I plan on putting some stuff out soon because I've pretty much gotten through most of the body. So I need to start applying it. Hi, Bella. This is Bella. Bella likes ear kisses. It's my friend's dog who we are watching for an X amount of time. Right, Bella? The cats hate her. They don't get along. Right, Cassie? Anyways, yeah, so I'm getting to the point where I feel more comfortable applying what I've learned and putting it out there. Oh, Bella. Any more ear kisses? Chin kisses now? I think perfection always gets in my way because I want things to look really good and be really professional, and I don't want to put anything out there that's not, and that's something I have to work on. Now that I have this information about how the body works, I need to apply it. And that's what I plan to do. I plan to apply it and hopefully make some videos on it, and it's not going to be perfect at first and it's not going to be the best thing in the world, but that's okay, because one of the things that I enjoy about other art channels is seeing how they as artists grow And I would like to be able to look back and see that with myself as well. I'm also currently working on a t-shirt. I'm working on it for me and my little sister, which any shirt that I make is always for me. So if it doesn't sell, it's okay. I'll put a link to my Redbubble in the description if anyone wants to check out the shirts that I have. I have like 3. They're okay. I did a Picket the Bow Truckle shirt, which I love, and I have yet to actually get for myself. But if you like Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, and you want your own Picket in a Pocket, you should check out my shop. Right now, I'll give you a little sneak peek on what I'm working on for my next shirt. Anybody know who this character is? Anyone? No? Did you not grow up in the 90s watching the Goofy movie? That's your little sneak peek. I am going to probably turn making that shirt into a video, which should be fun. Anyways, yeah, so that's a little update on where I've been, what I've been doing. Like I said, I hope to put out more stuff more regularly. I don't like making promises though, because lots of people say they're going to put out more stuff and then they disappear again. So you know what, if I disappear again, life happens. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed seeing how boring my life is, and have a good day, everybody. It's all right. We got all these mistakes first, and then we get into the good stuff. Okay. Hey guys. Just when you know that people are in the other room, you just don't want to speak. Okay. It is hotter than you think in here. Whew. Like the back of my shirt. Oh, Gryffindor for life. So, okay.